The evidential principle of law presupposes that he who alleges must prove. However, I strongly support that this rule should be reviewed regarding electoral misconduct. The idea that an aggrieved person has a limited time under the law to prove his case, and given the enormous burden placed on petitioners by the law, many litigants have found this burden too cumbersome, resulting in the dismissal of many of these election suits due to lack of proof. The idea of shifting the burden of proof in an election to INEC is not new. It was proposed in the 2008 Electoral Reform Committee, popularly known as Justice Uwais Report. INEC is saddled with the responsibility, the constitutional responsibility of conducting periodic elections. Therefore, the burden should rather be placed on the institution to prove that the elections they conducted were credible and in compliance with the provisions of the Electoral Act, and not just that, but its regulations and guidelines for conduct of elections. The fact that the allegations of misconduct emanating from conduct of elections are placed on the petitioner, who in most cases has little or no access to documentary evidence and has limited access to funds to call and transport witnesses to plead his or her case, is unjust. Therefore, by placing the burden on INEC, it emphasizes the Commission's responsibility to maintain accurate records and ensure fair and transparent elections. The Commission is in a better position to access and present evidence related to the conduct of its elections and to demonstrate compliance with electoral laws. The 2022 amendments to the Electoral Act by the 9th Assembly suggest a shift in the burden of proof. If you look at Section 137, you will see that. However, because of its ambiguities and contradiction with Section 37 of the Evidence Act 2011, judges have been somewhat careful to interpret it as shifting the burden of proof. This is largely because the amendment pushes the judges into the arena of conflict. Therefore, I am calling on the 10th Assembly to rise to the occasion of shifting the burden of proof clearly and unambiguously in the next amendment.